Okay, so I am peeling about 3 pounds of potatoes. And once you get it peeled, I just like to rinse it off. And then I'm using a mandolin slicer. And when I do it, I just get a nice flat edge on there. And then I use the guard because I have sliced myself before and it did not feel good. And of course, this is not going well. And sometimes you have to get it down a little bit further so that it'll work. And the mandolin just gives the potatoes a nice even thickness. Okay, now I'm using 2.5 cups of heavy cream, and I'm just putting that into the saucepan. And then about 3 cloves of garlic, but we really like garlic, so I don't really measure this part because we like a lot. And then I guess, I don't even know how much. This is all just kind of eyeballing it, but kosher salt. And then some black pepper. And we're just gonna let that, we're gonna stir it and let it come up to a bubble. So while all that's been going on, I've been preheating my skillet with the oven to 325, and I coated the skillet, and this is a 10-inch skillet, with butter and put a little bit of olive oil in the bottom just because I didn't want the potatoes to stick. And so just swirl that around. And so we're just gonna sprinkle the potatoes with a little bit of the kosher salt and pepper. And just kind of give those a mix just to kind of get them all a little bit of salt and pepper on there. And then you're just going to start to layer the potatoes flat into the skillet. So while we've been layering the potatoes into the skillet, this has come up to a bubble and has gotten nice and hot. So now I'm going to take the cream mixture and I'm just going to pour it over the potatoes. And that's going to soak in between all of them. And that's got all that garlic in there and the kosher salt and the pepper. So now, again, the skillet preheated with the oven, and we've got the potatoes, and we've got a couple of layers of cheese in there and the cream sauce. I'm going to cover it tightly with foil. And we're going to put this back in the oven for about an hour is how long it's going to take. And just make sure they're covered all the way around. And again, 1 hour at 325. Okay, so potatoes have been cooking for about an hour. So we're going to take those out. I have increased the oven temperature to 400. And let's see what we got. Yeah, and the potatoes, you can, when you put the knife down in there, you can feel that they're almost completely tender. So now we're gonna top the potatoes with a very generous amount of cheese. And about a tablespoon of chopped up chives. And of course, if you don't want chives, you don't have to put them on there. Get them all in there. So now we're gonna let the oven heat up to 400 and we're gonna put the potatoes back in there, and you're just gonna cook it until the cheese is bubbly and starting to brown around the edges, and then they'll be done. And we're just gonna let those sit for about 15 minutes or so and let them cool a little bit before serving.